Okay, so first things first, catch basins. This is where the water runs off in a low spot. It collects the water there, and then it runs it down the pipe to wherever we're going to discharge it. Point about catch basins. So when you buy a catch basin, you actually need to do a little work to it before it's ready. See those 4 holes right there? We drilled those ourselves, and what that does is it allows the water in the catch basin to drain out after the storm. Otherwise, this becomes a pool for mosquitoes, you know, a week after the rain is finished. So that allows the water to drain out of that catch basin, and then below that, we're gonna put gravel for an easy drain. You can see a little bit better over here. Holes have been drilled, gravel placed below, and that water runs real nice down there. Another thing is turns. Whenever you're installing a turn, you want to do what they call a long 90. A long 90 allows for easier pass through down the road. Should this thing ever get clogged, it's a lot easier to clean that with a jetter because the turn, your jetter doesn't get stuck. Like if you used a sharp 90, that kind of creates a wall for the jetter. This allows for an easy pass through. The other thing that we have is access points to clean it out. So any of these catch basins become an access point to clean. You can run a jetter through that box. For example, over here, this allows for an easy access point for a jetter. You just run that down there and it cleans it out real nice. So this is a pretty big install. You know, we run into stuff like this all the time where the pipe that we're trying to lay is in the path of irrigation, so we just have to reroute that, and that's all that is right there. So here, with this large 6-inch pipe, we've got this dropping into it instead of it going straight across, which would allow that water to possibly backfill into the catch basin. And so it's important that that pipe sits just a little bit higher than the 6-inch main line, so that any water that fills in there then drains into the 6-inch main line and continues that way instead of it possibly going in reverse. So again, you see here the setup, gravel base, 4 holes drilled. So this just continues, same idea. You can see it deposits the water into the main line. Another thing about these lines here, you'll see that it's at an angle. And so what that does is it allows for the water pressure that comes from the gutter into the main line to continue with the flow of the water, so you don't have any resistance. If this thing went straight into the 6-inch main line, you'd create a wall of water that kind of goes both ways. Otherwise, now the way we've got it set up, it continues with that flow. So anyway, pretty good sized install.